You just went on vacation or your birthday just passed and you spent a lot of money preparing and just enjoying yourself and taking in the excitement, taking in the relaxation of the vacation. But now it's time to come home and adulting and reality has set in, and you realize you have spent more than you wanted to, or you have deviated from your budget or the financial goals you had. Listen, I definitely understand where you are because I recently experienced that. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing noticing that issue and how to recoup from being on vacation and splurging. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with the Gen Z Accountant. I'm the Gen Z Accountant, and in this podcast, we discuss real and harsh reality conversations pertaining to finances to help you along your financial journey. In my last episode, it was my birthday. We did 25 financial lessons I learned being 25 years old now. That was a great video. Go check it out if you haven't already. But my birthday has passed, my vacation has now departed, and we're now back to reality. And I recently had an experience where just this month, just last week, I had a thought in my head like, dang, I definitely had a good time on my vacation. I definitely had a good birthday. But I noticed that those habits I was having during that time of preparation for my vacation, my birthday, they're starting to continue to trickle in to my everyday life. Like, of course, my vacation, my birthday, I spent a bit more to prepare. So that was normal within that time frame because I'm going on vacation and it's my birthday. So I want to treat myself and I want to actually enjoy my vacation. But at the vacation and after my birthday, I realized that I'm still spending more than I should. Like, I'm deviating from my budget, and that should not be happening because the fun is over and now we're back to reality. So in this video, I just want to discuss, how to get back on track with your financial goals and goals in general when you start to deviate or get off track with them. The first thing you need to do, which you may have already experienced and already have done, is notice when you are deviating from your goals and your budget. How you can do this is by simply noticing how you're starting to swipe your card a bit more. You're using Apple Pay a bit more. You're spending more on outside of the categories that you typically have. So, like, for example, say food. Say if you have a budget of $300 for food and you know that you have to grocery shop, X amount of days or whatever, but you're eating out like 6 days a week. Yes, that's a sign that you are starting to deviate from your budget. Even if, let's say, those 6 days you're staying within the amount of your budget for the month, over time, over the course of the month, that amount is going to end up going over because you're eating out more. Eating out can be more expensive depending on how you shop. Those little actions, even you giving out money to people or you buying stuff for people a bit more than you typically would, that's our small signs that you're continuing to deviate from your budget and your financial goals. So the first thing you need to do, like I said, is to just notice these little actions that will eventually turn into big actions or like a snowball effect. Notice them and realize that you are starting to show signs of an issue. The second thing you need to do is to not sit in the issue. So you notice you got an issue. You're not going to sit and mope around and cry that that you were spending too much. The action had already happened. You already spent the money. You can't get it back. So just realize that and don't sit in it. Okay, maybe give yourself a day, maybe, a few hours, maybe, of just, being sad. Because, of course, we all got our moments where we want to be sad. Like, I ain't trying to say be stone cold, straight face all the time. Like, no, you can experience your emotions, but just don't sit in it continuously and continue to do the same actions because you're going to get the same results. That's how life works. You continue to do the same thing, you're going to continue to get the same results. So, yeah. Don't sit in the feeling of, oh, I made such bad decisions, because you wasn't thinking about them being bad decisions when you actually did them. So we're going to, compartmentalize? We're going to, what's the word? We're going to acknowledge it, but we're going to move on after it, okay? And move on to step 3, which is you're going to pull out your budget that you made before the vacation, before the birthday trip or before the birthday celebration. You're going to pull out that budget. You're going to pull out the spreadsheets, whatever you were using to keep you on track with your finances. You're going to pull that back out, review it, see if anything needs to be updated or changed. Like for myself, I pulled out my budget in my spreadsheet and I noticed, looking over my bills and my amounts, I just double checked my budget. Basically, like, going to my apps, seeing if my bills are the same amount. If they aren't, I need to change them. Like, for example, my phone bill, it had decreased by $10. So I had to go update that in my budget and stuff like that. So just go ahead, pull out the budget, review it, update it if needed, and look over those financial goals that you have to remind yourself why you need to get back on course with this budget or this lifestyle of, however you have to be. If you have to be a bit more frugal, just review your goals so it can fuel you again on why you need to be strict with your finances. Last but not least, you just need to put in the actions that you were doing prior to the vacation and prior to your birthday. There's no need to, make up a whole bunch of new different routines and stuff like that just because you came back from your birthday or vacation. No, just whatever actions you was doing before the birthday or before the vacation, you're going to continue to do those actions again. You got off track a little bit. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I just told y'all how I had a budget in play, and after my vacation or after my birthday, I still noticed that I was spending a bit more as if I was still on vacation, which I wish I was, but I wasn't. Spending a bit more on food and stuff like that. But I had to notice, like, wait, vacation's over. Vacation's over, birthday's over, adulting is back. So we gotta get back on track so that we can get to where we're trying to get to. But in the same actions you was doing prior to, if they were working, put those actions back in play and press play and continue to maneuver through life how you was prior to the vacation. So that's all I have for y'all today in Real Talk with the Gen Z Accountants. I'm here to be real with y'all and tell y'all some real life experiences, which I am telling y'all right now. So if this is something that you have experienced or you are experiencing, it's okay. Even the people, me, who I advocate budgets and financial literacy and all that, I advocate it, but I'm still human. I deviate sometimes, I'm not perfect. So I just want y'all to know that, life happens. But all you can do is control your actions and get back on track, get back on course with whatever your goals and your habits or whatever you was doing prior to. You could get back on track and do it again if you get off track. So that is all I have for you in this video. If this video was helpful, let me know down below in the comments. If it was a vacation or a birthday or whatever had just passed, I hope you enjoyed it. And you was able to really take in the relaxation, because I did. I had fun on my vacation. I had fun on my birthday. Just, enjoying myself and appreciating my life and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed your life on your birthday if it just passed. And let me know down below in the comments if this video was helpful, like I said. And, one more thing. Make sure you check out my book, Loose Money Gets Lost. It's linked down below in the description box. It's called Loose Money Gets Lost, the ultimate guide to financial stability and lasting business growth. It is a financial management guide to help business owners and people who don't have a business on how to manage your finances and make better financial decisions, going through different tasks you could do every day, every month, every week. And and I also go through the most common irresponsible habits that people have that is probably hurting your pockets right now. So go ahead, check it out. Links down below in the description, the ebook and the physical copy. Like this video, subscribe for more content on real and reality and harsh conversations here on the Real Talk with the Gen Z Accountants. So yes, I will see y'all in next week's video. Peace.